Our focus, and my personal focus as someone who cares deeply about news, is on helping publishers figure out a business model for the future. And for ones that need to make certain transformations, trying to figure out how to help them do that, because we want them to be viable. And we're doing this, I know we're going to talk about this, but we're doing it in a number of ways that are both on the platform and off the platform, because I think we want to get to a place where they're able to survive, where they're able to have the kind of business model that's going to work. And for many, that's going to be subscriptions. We heard Audrey talking about that in the beginning. I know for the Post that has worked really well. That's where we want to get to, is a place that is really forward-looking and can be sustained for the long term.
Well, so let's talk about that. I mean, that's sort of what you're here to tell us. What is Facebook's approach to solving local news?
Look, I mean, and I will say, for me, the Washington Post is local news because I grew up here, and I read it and remember what it felt like to have local news when our high school, its academic team would be mentioned. That feeling of local news is so important, and it's important to me personally. I started at the New York Daily News, the Boston Globe, so I have a lot of local news I care about. It is important to Facebook. It's not just a little team that cares about news. Facebook's core mission is community and building community, and local news is one of the most important ways you can actually build community. We've seen people come together around local news in a way that I think it would be devastating if it were somehow lost, and the whole reason we're here is we know what peril it's in. It's also important for democracy, and as we've heard from the last panel, we have a responsibility, and we've increasingly worked on our investments in helping build a stronger democracy. But the last reason is it's an unmet need, and so we just know we can be helpful.